Does the EARTHWAY 2150 commercial broadcast spreader throw product down accurately? Is it built to last? And does it have a feature that makes it better than all the rest? Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB, and just so we're clear here, I purchased this EARTHWAY 2150 spreader with my own money, so you know you're getting an honest review. This broadcast spreader is 100% American made. None of that globally sourced nonsense going on here. Pretty cool. Let's start right up here at the business end. The 50-pound Happy Meal colored hopper. If you're eyeing this spreader up, you're probably planning on throwing down a lot of product, right? Well, this hopper can hold a lot of product without bogging down the agitator at the bottom. This is their patented 3-hole drop system, and underneath here is their side spread control. This effectively allows you to cut your spreader rate in half so you can make perimeter passes around your yard without dumping tons of product onto your driveway, your sidewalks, your patio, etc. And supporting all that weight is an adjustable T-handle and an epoxy coated frame. And to help support this video with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you. She's riding on thick, knobby, 12-inch by 3.5-inch wide tires, making for a smoother ride across your lawn. Smoother than a politician dodging questions. And between these monster truck tires is a thick axle and a heavy-duty gearbox, built for abuse. There's a 9-inch impeller underneath, and controlling all that product coming out is an easy to adjust all metal gate lever. Push it down and the gate holes are closed, pull it back toward you and the gate holes are open. And the wide handles up top make this unit easier to steer around your yard. It's so simple. Here's a couple other quick facts about this EARTHWAY 2150 spreader. The overall weight is approximately 25 pounds. She comes with this grate to put up top to break up lumpy fertilizer. She even came with this big old bonnet like your grandma wears to keep things nice and dry. That way, if you get caught out in the rain, it's not an issue because all the product inside stays dry and comes out nice and even. And this spreader does come with a 1-year warranty, which I did put to the test. My spreader handle arrived damaged, and this was more so the fault of Amazon and a rough delivery process. But they replaced it with a new one in about a week, and it's pretty nice how EARTHWAY is on top of things. Now, those are the details. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go spread it heavy. Now here's what I like about this EARTHWAY 2150 spreader. First off, this 50-pound hopper up top can hold a ton of product. A full bag in many cases. And I really like how the entire bucket funnels down to the holes at the bottom. Square-shaped hoppers usually have some corners somewhere where product likes to get stuck. Not the case with this bucket. EARTHWAY does a really good job getting all the product out. And because the product flows out better, along with the bigger tires giving the spreader a smoother ride over a bumpy lawn, you get a more consistent swath pattern shooting out of the spreader, rather than a swath pattern that's kind of going like this. Another thing that I like about this 2150 spreader is that it has a consistent spread pattern that's approximately 8 feet wide. I can throw it right to my previous path lines, and I can cover my property pretty quick. I've put down a lot of products with this unit already: pesticides, fertilizers, herbicides, fungicides, everything except salt at this point, and it's done a great job. The side spread control on this spreader shoots out fert with sniper level precision with nothing going to the left. Far more accurate than any spreader I've used in the past. Some spreaders still kind of shoot fertilizer off to the side a little bit. Not the case with this unit though. This allows me to ride the curb with one wheel and shoot all the product out onto the lawn. The frame on this spreader is built to last. It's solid metal and epoxy coated to stand up better to anything you can throw at it. And this has to be one of the most comfortable spreaders on the market today. Why? Because it's adjustable to your height. Not many spreaders out there can do this. A lot of spreaders out there are only built to one height, and that's it. This EARTHWAY spreader allows you to adjust it to your height for a more comfortable ride. All you gotta do is pop these bolts out, slide the T-handles up, bolt them back down, and you're good to go. Cheaper spreaders that are set to one height force you to kind of hunch over a little bit, and that can get kind of uncomfortable over time. This spreader gets a big win for being fully adjustable, and if you have a larger lawn or a commercial business spreading fertilizer, that's huge. Now here's what grinds my gears with this EARTHWAY 2150 spreader. On my former 2600 A+ spreader, after about 10 years and many uses out on the lawn, the agitator that sticks up through the center of the bucket, the hole that surrounds it, started to wear because it's made of plastic. I did correct this issue on my 2600 A+ spreader by putting a step washer in, and this seemed to fix the problem. Will I have to do it on this one? Time will tell. Either way, it's gonna take a while for it to get to that point. EARTHWAY, you listening? Do everybody a favor, put a metal bushing in there. Also, this plastic bracket here at the bottom that controls your gate holes opening and closing, this has a tendency over time with the weight load pushing down on it to kind of flex downward like this. I wish that this whole yellow plastic panel here was made of metal because this could distort your throwing pattern over time. And yes, just like any other spreader out there, you still have to do the bump and grind to get any remaining product out. There is usually still just a tiny bit of fertilizer at the very, very bottom of the bucket. Not nearly as bad as some other models, but if you have the 3 holes right here, some product may just get caught on this side, and you just have to give it a few taps to get it out the holes. The assembly instructions weren't exactly the clearest with this model, and if you're interested in learning how to assemble this spreader the right way, I'll have that video linked down below in the description to help you out. A spreader like this is a buy once, cry once kind of item.
It's like, are you crying?
They don't come cheap, but they do hold up for quite a while, and they do accurately spread product across your lawn. One other cool thing about EARTHWAY spreaders is they hold some pretty good resale values. Compared to the little dinky green spreaders that you see at most big box stores, those ones aren't worth diddly squat. EARTHWAY spreaders, including this 2150 spreader, can still be worth a pretty penny after many years of use. If you're interested in purchasing this EARTHWAY 2150 broadcast spreader, I'll have it linked down below, and thank you very much for supporting the channel. This spreader is Garage Gear approved. For more cool Garage Gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.